Hey there, welcome to this Halloween acrylic candle snuffed out painting. I'm Mike Ferris. In this lesson, I'm going to be getting started on my 8x10 pre-stretched canvas with my image already laid out, as you can see. And if you'd like help with the drawing process, this traceable image is available down in the description box. And I also put a short video on how to transfer images to your canvas. So to get started, I'm going to take and cover the whole background here with just permanent black. I'm just going to take it right out of the tube and just kind of do something like this and kind of start with that. And with my number 11 flat brush here, I'm just going to fill in everything. Like I said, the whole background. I'll even do the sides and the borders and around the candles. I'm going to have some permanent red, some magenta red, which is more vibrant, some cad orange, raw umber, and of course titanium white. And I have my number 6 angle brush. This is going to help me to get into very small areas and get all these little squigglies and wax running down the candles and all that. So I'm just going to base coat for now. I'll get a little orange into this red and just kind of do, I don't know, something like this. Okay, and like I said, just go in here and fill all the candles in with this general base color for now. As always, at some point, I always miss some of the background in small areas. So right here, I'll go ahead and fill this in now. Okay, so as you can see with my angle brush, I can get into really small areas really well. Using just the very tip, and the edge is nice to get those crispy, you know, solid lines. Be what they should. Okay, I want to fill in the candle holders here, and it's gonna again be permanent black, but I'm not going to fill it all in, of course, because then I'll lose like where I'm at. So for instance, I'm going to go, of course, again leaving a little line here. I'll leave this one alone over here, okay? And see, this angle brush is super precise. Very perfect, great brush for this. I love it. And see, I can leave those gaps where I need to leave them so that I don't lose my shape here on the candle holders within the background, of course. So okay, see, something like that. I can still tell where that's at, of course. And let's see, again. Okay, so something like that, just getting it established, getting things where they go. And I'm going to clean this angle brush now. And now what I want to do is I want to take my number 2 beat up nylon flat brush here. This is going to help to get in and blend and add some different values on top of this base color here that I did. And so with that, I'm going to get some darker value now. I'm going to take again that permanent red, and I'm going to get this time some burnt umber into it. So of course I want this darker red value here. Okay, a little bit more red into that. Okay, something like that. And let's see, I want to start to build some stuff here and get some shadow and just texture and all that kind of built by using these values to play now on top of this base color here that I've done. Okay, so I'll just kind of do something like this. Okay, and let's see, kind of come up here with it like that. Okay, something like that. You can already tell now and see that it's starting to build a little bit of wax kind of drip here a little bit just from that. I'm going to streak in some of these things here. Watch, I'm gonna go just kind of bring this down. Okay, something like that. Yeah, let's see, something like, okay, I don't know, something like that. However, and I'll also come up here with some of that. Kind of do something like that to give this underneath stuff here some dimension there a little bit. Going to put a little bit of that into here. And I don't want to cover all of this up. I just kind of want to go on the bottom here where it's away from kind of maybe a light source that's hitting on top up here, which I'll get to with some of the smoke in the end here. I want to take now just some of this light magenta, or no, I'm sorry, not light magenta, regular magenta. And let's add some titanium white to that. Okay, so looking for something like that. And let's hit some highlight areas here. I just want to go kind of in this area here. See that? Kind of changes the value. Let me get a little bit more white actually into this. Okay, we'll go. There we go. And this is really going to show some dimension and pop and all that here against some of that, and really show how this wax is really traveling down. In some ways. Okay, see that? And kind of get some of that up in here a little bit. Kind of highlights kissing up here. We don't know, just not really worried about how neat it is at the moment, just getting stuff established. Okay. And this one here is going to be super light at the very top there. And let's see. Okay, so something like that, you can see there. I'm going to go ahead and clean this brush, and I want to get something more of a detailed brush that's not frayed out. It's going to help me to get into better controlled areas. I have my number 3 nylon round brush here. I'm going to go ahead and get it in water here and kind of do something like this. See that? So it's like a point, and it's more of a fine tip of detail. And now what I want to do is I want to take some more white here. Just want to go just like this, pull it as I turn it, and it brings it to a nice tip that I can work more finer details in. And let's see, right in here, I want to start kissing the edges here with some of this direct highlight here. As I bring it down like that, see that? It's really going to pop out some details and some more folds and wax kind of running down kind of stuff here. See, kind of like that. And let's highlight this here. Okay, see that? And also another one right there. And let's see. Let's get something right here. Just kind of wherever. There's no right or wrong. You can pretty much do this however. Okay, and just kind of run this down in that shadow area a little bit like that. See that? Okay, and then up here, it's kind of hitting the very outsides. Okay, something like that. Okay, loading up some more white. And again, turning it as I pull it through to bring it to a point. And let's get over here and hit this. Just like that. We'll get, I don't know, a little dot there maybe. A little dot there, I don't know. Just kind of show some light kind of hitting on it. Okay, and then right in here is going to be a really, really light. And I want to dust this down into it like this. See that? Just kind of have it fade away like that. Okay, see that? Okay, and what I'd like to do now is take a little bit more of this red, maybe a little magenta red mix, it's all good, whichever. Okay, just a little bit of paint and just very little pressure. I'm just going to kind of dust this up just a tad, see that? This kind of shows that it's got some transparency maybe to it, yeah, like that. Okay, let's see, I'm going to just kind of go back over some of this shadow here a little bit, just to kind of settle it down, see, like this. All right. Okay, a little bit of black now. Okay, pulling it through to a point, and I kind of want to get in here and just kind of show kind of just some kind of shadow and divot in here a little bit maybe, yeah. Okay, something like that, I don't know. And a little bit in here actually, it kind of gets a little deeper maybe of a divot. Okay, and look, I can really define those a lot better that way. Once again, this permanent red and this raw umber. Okay, and I want to just kind of go back in, just kind of do some stuff like this. You just get some more definition in this guy going. And then under here too, on the very bottom, I just kind of want to show that this is kind of in the shadow under here. Okay, let's get a little bit more of that. Alright, there we go. And a little bit of shadow underneath here that just shows kind of natural light play happening. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to take some light magenta, I'm sorry, regular magenta, and I want to take, now I've added here some yellow medium. This is going to help to make this more vibrant. And let's see, a little bit more of, there we go. See that? That really warms it up and sets it on fire. And I'm going to pull through as I turn it. It brings it to a nice tip again, and let's go in here, and I really want to cast some vibrant colors in here. Okay, like right in there. And just some stuff there. I really want to get the vibrance going on this, or more lights hitting it here. See that? It just kind of takes it up and ramps it up. And also in here. Okay, like that. And let's see, I want to really put some right in here. Okay, see that? Kind of gives it this and that. Just kind of does these cool things. And again, I want to take some more titanium white, pulling it through, turning it to a point. Okay, and right here, a little bit heavier. Okay, and that. Okay, I'm gonna go like this and just kind of streak this down and this down a little bit. Very light pressure with the brush. See the very tip of it. And I can just kind of blend that down a little bit. See, like that. Ain't that nice? Okay, and you're just kind of hitting these little highlights here. And actually what I want to do now is take a little bit of orange into this white, a little bit of that yellow medium now, a little bit more white. So I'm gonna get these other kind of colors here for some highlights. And again, right in here, see this? Just right on the outside of the shadow there. It really shows that the texture of the candle kind of protrudes out, and then the light hits its strongest there, and it dips down into this dark valley, just creating all of that realistic looking candle detail there. Okay, just like that. And okay. Once again, I want to go into titanium white again with my number 3 nylon round brush. And I just really want to continue on. Okay, just adding more brightness, more detail. And as you know with acrylics, the more layers that I lay down, the better it gets. the more detailed it gets, everything just gets better. Okay, little things. And again, these little highlights here, it tells our eye what the candle is doing and how the wax is dripping. All the different protrusions, all of the bubbles, all the way it's flowing. Isn't that nice? Okay, look at that. Okay, just coming alive, coming alive. Okay, let's go right here. All right. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. And let's see. Again, pulling through to a point and now what I want to do again, I want to take all that white off, okay, and then I want to go into some more magenta and regular red and some raw umber here. Okay, let's darken this down one more time, and let's get some more of that regular permanent red. Okay, something like this, and just kind of want to again go in here, just kind of clean this up a bit. Yeah, okay. So again, however, just kind of make this happen. Okay, something like that. And now what I want to do is I want to take just titanium white, and I want to go in here and just strike these highlights and really neaten them up. See this? Watch this. Really get these things here. Just kind of pop out of here. Okay, see, something like that. And we get more defined in there. Okay, and right in here. You see the light's kind of hitting that. I'm gonna bring this up. There we go, it gives me more control there. And let's see, let's get something like that, and let's get some of these like this. See this? Kind of shows, okay, that it's kind of on a candle stand there, and then also under here. Okay, just kind of something like this. Also, let's define some of this again. Okay, see that? And also underneath here, there's going to be some shadow from the candle sitting on the stand here. So see this? I'm going to go just kind of around it like this. And now I'm going to take just titanium white, and I just wiped off most of that black off my brush. And let's go up here, and I can just kind of do this. See this? A little highlight stuff hitting. Okay, kind of something like that. And same thing over here. I'm going to just kind of hit just some of the light that's kind of striking the top of the wick here. And just kind of tap this side a little bit. See that? Now, and I'm going to take on my palette now some phthalo blue, and I'm going to take just a teeny bit of it and just a teeny bit of permanent black. Okay, a little bit more black. Just a teeny bit. And now a good scoop of white. And let's go a little bit more black. Okay. I'm looking for a very light Payne's gray color. And this is about good right here. Okay. All right, something like that. And I've got some matte medium here, and this is going to help to make the smoke effect a little bit better. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my palette here. I'm going to take my color I made now, and it does run a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to go into some of that matte medium with my light Payne's gray color here. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up right here, and I'm going to go very heavy pressure, and then just kind of do something like this. Okay, a little bit more like this. Okay, and then just using the tip of the brush, and then coming back with some more pressure, and then see like this. And of course, anything that gets out of whack, you know what to do. Take that background color and just cover it up and use it to define your smoke. So I'm really just going to go for it here. I'm just going to kind of take this kind of squiggly doos here. See that? Like that. Let's go in here now. Okay. Well, just however, just kind of in these random ways. And smoke's got kind of this flow to it, kind of a thing. Kind of have it come off the canvas maybe a little bit, yeah. There we go. Okay, so something like that. Okay, and I want to take my number 8 flat brush here, and I want to go into just a teeny bit of that paint, not much at all. And really what I want to do is just kind of show kind of where our light source is kind of coming in, because the light's kind of hitting the smoke up here. Okay, just kind of like this. And I'll even put some of that on the borders here, kind of show this painting kind of wrapping out around on the borders here a little bit. Okay, and just kind of do this, see, kind of over what I've done a little bit already. Okay, and let's get some of that into here. Wipe a lot of that paint off the brush. Okay, it gets a lot smoke. As you know, with smoke, it gets a lot smokier as it goes up into the air. Okay, I'm going to go into the little bit matte medium here, just to kind of get that transparency going. See that? And it kind of moves the paint around a little bit more. Okay, see something like this. Okay, a little bit more matte medium, a little bit of color. Okay, something like that. See that? Okay. So you can do this however. Again, take black and knock back anything that's out of whack that you don't like. Doesn't have to be any kind of special way. I want to take my number 2 beat up flat brush again, and what I want to do is once again go back into that matte medium, a little bit of color. Okay, and I kind of want to define this little guy here. Okay, with just some more kind of definition here. See that? I think it kind of adds something neat here when I kind of do that. Okay, how about that? Let's see, I can go on the outsides with that matte medium in it. Just more matte medium, and it gives this transparency kind of look kind of happening through it a little bit. See this? Okay, back to my angle brush again. Matte medium, that color, pulling through to a point, and just going to, again, just kind of do something like this. More definitive stuff. Okay, I went ahead and signed, and I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe if you dig my art videos, and let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll answer anything I can to the best of my ability. So as you can see, just some values of color playing along. You've got some regular red and some darker red, and then highlights, and all of those playing together to pop this out and give it all of that dimension and texture. And then, of course, with the script liner brush and the matte medium, getting all of that smoke effect. And then, of course, with the black background, it's very forgiving, as you can just knock anything back that you don't like and really just go for it. So give this one a shot. I hope you were able to follow along and had a lot of fun and experienced a lot of joy in creating this piece. And with that said, I want to wish you guys a happy Halloween and happy holidays and happy painting to you.